Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Leap podcast. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Watkins.
Today's episode is something special. We're going global. Yes! Today's topic is discussing global events in English. Have you ever felt lost when people talk about what's happening around the world?
Maybe your friends are talking about climate change, elections, or new technology, and you understand some words, but not the full meaning.
Well, don't worry, and this lesson will help you learn how to talk about global news and events clearly and confidently, all while improving your English vocabulary and the listening skills.
Exactly. You'll learn useful words and expressions like climate summit, breakthrough, and developing countries. We'll explain everything step by step.
So, grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's begin. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a new English lesson.
All right, let's jump into today's topic. The world is changing.
The world changes every single day. New things happen in politics, in the environment, in technology.
That's right. When we say global events, we mean important things happening around the world. Things that affect many countries or people.
For example, a global event could be a climate summit, a big meeting about the environment.
A world election that changes international politics. A scientific discovery like new medicine or renewable energy.
Let's look at a simple example sentence. Leaders from around the world met at a climate summit to discuss reducing carbon emissions.
Now let's break that down. Leaders means important people, usually presidents or prime ministers. Summit means a big meeting between world leaders. Carbon emissions are gases from cars and factories that cause global warming.
So a climate summit is a meeting where countries try to solve problems about the environment.
Exactly. Let's repeat that together. A climate summit is a meeting where countries discuss environmental issues.
Perfect. Now let's do our first listen, discuss, listen again activity. Listen carefully. The world's leaders met at a climate summit to find solutions for global warming.
Okay, now let's discuss. Jessica, what is the main idea here?
The main idea is that world leaders are working together to solve global warming problems.
Good. Let's listen again. The world's leaders met at a climate summit to find solutions for global warming.
Great job if you caught the keywords. Leaders, climate summit, global warming.
Climate change and the environment.
Yes, climate change means long-term changes in the Earth's temperature and weather. It's caused mostly by human activity.
That's right. For example, cars, factories, and airplanes produce gases that make the planet hotter.
We call these gases greenhouse gases. Let's repeat. Greenhouse gases.
Good. These gases trap heat like a blanket over the Earth.
So when people talk about global warming, they mean the Earth is getting hotter.
Let's practice. Climate change causes more heat waves, floods, and droughts.
A drought means a long time without rain.
And a flood is when there's too much water, like after heavy rain.
Exactly. Let's repeat together. A drought is a long time without rain.
A flood is when there's too much water.
Perfect. You're doing great.
Technology and innovation.
Now let's talk about another kind of global event. Technology.
Yes, technology is changing the world very fast. Every year, there's a new breakthrough.
Good word. Breakthrough means an important discovery or development.
For example, Scientists made a breakthrough in medicine. That means they discovered something very new and useful.
Or we could say artificial intelligence, or AI, is one of the biggest breakthroughs in modern technology.
Let's discuss, Jessica, how is technology changing our lives?
Well, I think it makes communication faster. We can talk with anyone in the world using a smartphone or video call.
Exactly. Technology connects us, just like this podcast connects us to learners all over the world.
That's right. And when we read global news, we often see words like innovation, AI, and digital economy.
Let's review those quickly. Innovation means a new idea or invention. AI is artificial intelligence, smart machines that can think and learn. Digital economy is business and trade done through the internet.
Excellent. Now let's talk about politics, another big part of global events.
Yes, politics means how countries make decisions and laws. It includes elections, governments, and leaders.
Right. Sometimes you'll hear about international relations. That's how countries work together.
For example, the United Nations helps countries solve global problems together.
Let's explain some keywords. Election means when people vote to choose a leader. Government is the group of people who make rules and decisions.
Policy is a plan or idea used by the government.
Good. Let's make an example. The government made a new policy to protect the environment.
That's a very common sentence in the news.
Yes. And it's helpful to learn words like diplomacy, which means talking and working peacefully between countries.
So when we read, leaders met to discuss peace and diplomacy, it means they are trying to solve problems without fighting.
That's an important word for world news readers.
Vocabulary in action, global news discussion.
Let's practice using today's vocabulary in a short global news story.
I'll read a short news summary and then we'll discuss it together. But at the World Climate Summit, leaders agreed to reduce carbon emissions by 40% before 2030. Scientists called it a major breakthrough for the planet.
All right. What's the main idea here?
The main idea is that countries made a big decision to help the environment.
Good. What words did you hear?
I heard summit, reduce carbon emissions, and breakthrough.
Excellent. These are all useful for talking about global news. Now let's repeat the sentence. Scientists called it a major breakthrough for the planet.
Perfect pronunciation. How to talk about global news. Sometimes learners say, I read the news, but I don't know how to talk about it.
Here's an easy way. Start with the topic. It's about climate change. Add the event. There was a big summit last week. Share your opinion. I think it's important for the future.
Let's practice. Walk-ins, talk about a global event. Okay? It's about technology. A new AI system can translate languages very quickly. I think it's an amazing breakthrough.
That's great. And notice how he used clear structure. Topic, event, opinion.
Your turn, listeners. Try using the same structure after this episode.
Review and wrap up. Wow, we covered a lot today. Climate change, technology, politics, and vocabulary for global events.
Let's quickly review some key words. Climate change, summit, carbon emissions, breakthrough, innovation, election, diplomacy.
Nice job! You're improving your vocabulary and your understanding of world news.
Remember, learning English through global topics helps you understand the world and express your opinions with confidence.
And don't forget to practice. Read simple English news websites like BBC Learning English or News and Levels.
Now for our community question. What global event are you most interested in, and why?
Write your answer in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for listening to the English Leap podcast.
Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and stay connected to the world.
Bye, everyone.